The following is a podcast meant for adults and discuss things like sexual content and alcohol use. Listener discretion is advised.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Maybe no boys and girls, because this is an adult podcast entitled The Drunk Texting Podcast. The podcast where we have some drink, talk some meth, help you through your thirsty Thursdays that only we know how to do, and, just do what we can. Happy Pride Month, ladies and gents. Happy Pride to all those who celebrate, and to all the homophobes and transphobes, I hope you have a very uncomfortable month. I am one half of your co-hosting team, JB, aka Jack Miles, aka Tunes, aka the man with many names, aka Mr. Laugh 'em Out Them Draws. With that being said, I am going to throw things over to my co-hostess with the mostest. Please tell the people who you are this week.
This week, I'm Ren.
You're who?
Ren.
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 Ren, like the anime. Like the anime
Sure.
character. Ren, how do you spell that? Ren?
Alright, you ready for this?
No.
Okay. Ren. It's WRUENNNXE.
I hate it. I hate that so bad. Oh, I hate that so bad. Well, hold on. You said WRUENNNXE. Is that what you said? Did I get that right?
WRUENNNXE.
I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that.
Wow.
Oh, I hate that so bad.
I don't know what you're hating on, bro.
Unnecessary spelling. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, I hate that so bad. Ooh, I hate that so bad. I do. Ooh.
I don't know what you hate about it, man.
I hate that so bad. That is nasty. That is nasty work. That's like a young lady being named Kaylee, and it's KAILEYGHHE. Like, what the fuck? And if there is a Kaylee out there that is spelled like that,
It is. I guarantee it is.
oh god, I hate it. I hate it so much. Good goodness alive, Ren is my co-hostess with the mostest. Formerly Doug with a Q. Formerly Kristal. We're here to have some drinks and talk some mess. As always, as we always say, always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, sometimes drink and text. And with that, I'm drinking on some rosé. I cannot think of the brand name. I got it from the corner store. It was in a bottle. It was in one of them bottles like this big and looked like a Mad Dog bottle, but it's not Mad Dog. It's rosé. Literally, like I said, I got it from the corner store. Like, that's how I picked it up. I saw it. It was interesting, and this is quite literally my first sip of it. Not bad, actually. It kind of reminds me of like it kind of reminds me of somebody mixed like apple cider and like that or like the hard apple ale with wine, with like rosé wine, and like mix those two together. That's the kind of taste I'm getting. But enough about me. Ren, what are you drinking on tonight?
How can I say what this is without saying what this is? I don't even know what this is, bro. What is
Non-sponsored, by the way.
considered? I don't know what this is considered. Juice? Party punch?
Party punch.
What is this on here?
We'll go with party punch. That's a good
Sure, it's a pink lemonade party punch.
one. Pink lemonade.
11.1%
Hey,
alcohol by volume.
it sounds good.
It's actually not bad.
You say alcohol by volume. It's actually funny. So I was talking to one of my homies who works at a liquor store, and he told me something that he found really interesting. When they say there's, let's say, like you just said, 11.1 alcohol by volume, that means that no matter how much of the actual liquid is in the container, 11.1% of it is alcohol. So let's say there's a thing that says like 18% alcohol. No matter how much is in there, 18% of whatever's in there is alcohol. And I think that is a pretty cool. That is a pretty cool stat. Something that I didn't know.
That's very interesting.
It is. It's something that you
I was
don't.
also unaware of that fact.
Right. I'm also hoping. I will say that actually helps me for later this year when I invest in a mead making kit and I make mead.
Have fun with that.
I'm going to hopefully. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do an apple cranberry for the start, or if I'm gonna do a watermelon apple or a pineapple watermelon. I'm trying to decide what I want to do first. Just because
But
there's,
say you know how I am with cranberries, illegitimate children.
I know, and that's part
That'll
of
be the distant cousin.
that's why I'm part of like, hey, I kind of want to do cranberry and start cranberry with something, you know.
And cran apple is a great start.
Cran apple is always a great start. Get like some Granny Smith's apple.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. We're gonna
And
see.
pineapple.
When that day does come, I will in fact be. I'll be documenting the entire process over on our Instagram page, which will be getting more active. I'm hoping to ask some people to be a part of the team. I gotta have a conversation because, truthfully, right now, because we still don't have any, like, we don't have a business license or anything. Once we get all of that, we're really gonna hopefully take off. Um, dot dot dot. I'm hoping to have all of that squared away before the end of the year. I'm hoping. It's June now, so hopefully we can halfway. We got 6 more months. Hopefully we can run it out and knock it out the park by the end of the year. Um, you know, I'm curious. How was your week this week?
Um, how was my week? I worked Monday through Thursday, all day Monday to Thursday.
Dang.
And then I left for vacation Friday.
Ooh, where'd you go?
I went to Florida,
Ooh, Florida.
Miami to be specific.
Nice, 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 nice. That's really nice. We're due for a vacation. That's just me and my wife. We're due for one, but it's probably not gonna happen until next year.
Mm.
Closest thing we'll have to one of those is going to Jeju Spa later this year.
I mean, that's fair enough.
It is a good it's a good time. I did the full body. I will say after the last time, and I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast. I did the full body massage, like the body scrub.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt real nervous about getting in there doing that because Gabby had already explained to me what it's like, what they do to you, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Scrubbing all on me and whatnot. I don't know about that.
You have your bits and whatnot exposed. The
Man,
elements.
had my bits and all that exposed, and he scrubbed me, and I was like, ooh. I was like, I do feel smooth though. Once he was done, I was like, ooh, I do feel smooth though. I feel smooth and light. It was nice. I might add speaking of like things that are smooth and nice. I might ask my wife to wax my legs again, cause
Again.
yeah. So how that popped up was because a few years ago, I don't know if you remember this. It was a trend on TikTok where girls were waxing their man's legs. Ladies were waxing their men's legs, and so Babe was like, "You gonna let me wax your legs?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Please." And so she asked for like 2 or 3 weeks, and finally I was like, "You know what? If you get the strips, then fine. I'll let you do it. But you yourself have to go and buy the strips yourself." And she was just like, all right. Came over the next day with the strips. And I was like, you set me the
Yes.
fuck up. You
It would
set.
have been the same day. The I left right then and there. All
Oh
right,
nah,
I'm back.
it was already like 9, 10 o'clock, and we weren't
Where
living
that
together.
supposed
We weren't living together at the time, and I don't know if she was staying the night that night. So it was done for. So she ended up getting them, and I was like, bro, I don't like this. I don't want it. She whacked my leg. I ain't even gonna cap with you though. Them shits was smooth in the motherfucker.
Interesting.
What sucked was when they started growing back. Oh, that was terrible. Started growing back. My legs was itching. I was like, I hate this.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, James. Sorry, buddy.
I've already been asking him to let me do it.
Sorry, buddy. You got to do it, dog. Cause
Let me do it.
listen. Here's what's gonna happen. She's gonna use me as ammo. She's gonna be like, Justin, let Gabby do it. So why don't you let me do it to you?
Well, I can do it.
See, I already know how it's
You
gonna
don't
work,
love
dog.
me as much as you still love Gabby?
Ha!
You just not equate people.
That's what I'm hearing right now. You don't love me.
That's crazy.
Let's see. I get paid Friday, so we do a Friday night. Help me. Friday night.
Hey. Y'all got a tripod, right?
No.
If that's what you want to do.
I will bring my tripod to y'all and record that shit.
Shit, I'm off this week. I got nothing but time this weekend.
Shit.
I'm gonna treat you to Dairy Queen. I mean, what?
And you know they got them wax strips at Walmart. You can get them. Rah. Rah.
You said I was getting wax strips.
Oh Lord, not you getting the actual wax.
Yes, I want the full 9 yards, melting the beads and everything.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
What you mean you don't know? You just said I can do it.
Oh Lord. Oh, she going the full 9. Oh Lord.
You can't go back on it now.
Sorry, dog. Sorry,
Should have
dog.
said yes. We got you on camera. Caught you in 4K. You can't go back on it now.
Maybe 1080p.
Either way,
Friday night.
I'll give you till Saturday.
That's
To mentally
crazy.
prepare.
She said, "I'm giving you till the weekend to make peace with your God."
I work all day Friday. I'm coming home tired. I need till Saturday. Am I gonna come home Friday with the stuff? I just might.
Ha!
Until Saturday, I let it sit in your face.
That's
You know,
crazy.
it's coming. You're gonna see me go in the kitchen to the microwave, warming it up, and I'm come back hot and like, just get ready.
That's crazy.
You better not bring no Arby's for dinner.
No what?
That was a threat. He said he gonna bring Arby's for dinner. That was a fucking threat.
Dad, what's your beef with Arby's?
See,
What's not the beef with Arby's, bruh?
Arby's has to be.
The fuck they do.
We have the meat. Blah, 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 blah.
He knows what's up.
No.
You the odd one out here. I ain't even gonna lie.
No,
Don't get me wrong. I haven't had Arby's in a minute because I will admit I think the last time I had Arby's, it tore my stomach up something royal.
It ain't good, bro. If I ever go to Arby's, get the fries and nothing else.
But to be fair, so does Steak and Shake. So does Sonic.
That's fair.
So like, I'm just like, they all tear my stomach up. Truthfully, I don't think I'm meant to eat fast food because nine out of 10 places gonna tear my stomach up.
I've been Steak and Shake in a hot minute.
Listen,
I've been Steak and Shake in years
if
since I stopped working there.
If it weren't for the fact that it's like a 20-minute drive from where I live, I would go there just about every day. Like,
it's a far, but it's only like 10 minutes from my job though. Like, I'm still not driving there.
When Gabby still lived in her apartment, it was all of maybe a 5-minute drive. I was willing to make that drive. But now that it's here, I'm just like, nah, dog. I can't be bothered to go clean across the city in another zip code even to come all the way back. Like, nah, I can't. I cannot be bothered.
Absolutely not.
Then half the time the speaker don't work, and it'd be a mess.
If I go to Steak and Shake, I'm eating there and I'm going home.
Nah, that's fair. That is valid.
They do have good milkshakes though.
Oh yeah, top tier milkshake.
I remember that when I worked there. I got stuck making milkshakes for a couple hours. My wrist hurt so bad.
See, Steak and Shake milkshakes are better, in my opinion, than Cookout milkshake, but specifically because of the fact that you can get a Steak and Shake milkshake from the window, and you'll be able to drink that bit right there. I don't like milkshakes I have to eat with a fucking spoon.
I mean, you can ask for a steak and shake milkshake to be thicker.
No, I don't want that. I want
You
to be
can
able
get
to
a
drink
steak
that
and
bit.
shake
It's
spoon.
called a milkshake, not ice cream. If I wanted to eat that bitch with a spoon, I would just go get some ice cream.
It's facts. I want ice cream.
I stand by
Look,
it.
When I
you,
get
now you want ice
like a
cream?
blizzard, like an Oreo blizzard sound bust right now.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
You talking
hey,
about
they
food.
own DoorDash. You might as well DoorDash it.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Why not?
I have such a vendetta with DoorDash.
Why? What did they do to you? Tell
Cannot
the class.
I cannot justify spending that much money for DoorDash. I can't justify it.
I mean, same
Like
thing goes with Uber Eats,
I'm not using that either.
Postmates, Grubhub, all of it.
I don't use any of them.
It
Like
beats
I'm not
driving.
up to spend an extra $20 fucking.
It ain't always an extra 20. Stop it.
It's too much.
Nah,
If I wanted that bad, I would get my ass up and drive there and get it.
see,
I'm not using DoorDash.
I'm not.
I refuse.
I'm at that point now in my life that, and this is 100% my dad's fault. I'm just like, why would I waste the extra effort when I can just have somebody do it for me?
'Cause I am not about to. Why would I waste my money when I can just drive there and save the money?
But you're wasting gas.
Okay, and I might waste gas, waste money. I'd rather waste the gas.
You're gonna have to. The amount of money that you spent on DoorDash, you're gonna end up spending it between getting in your car, driving there, getting the gas to put back in the car, buying whatever it is that you're doing, the time that you spend in the car. Yeah, I might as well just fucking.
No. Then I gotta tip the driver.
Exactly.
I
You know, you help put money in people's pockets.
don't give a fuck about them people.
That's crazy.
What about my pockets? Let me keep money in my pockets.
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, you gotta help the other one, man.
No,
You gotta help the others.
no, I'll drive. I'll
HTO,
drive
help
there.
the
I'll get my
others.
Taco Bell, and I'll drive myself back home.
Taco Bell. See, the thing though, I wouldn't even go drive to go get Taco Bell. It's way too expensive.
It has, and the inflation, the Taco Bell inflation is crazy.
Bro, it's not worth it. I don't even
It's ridiculous.
like even when I want their quesadilla, I'm just like, it's not worth it. I'm not paying $6 for a fucking quesadilla.
Like, I can't even get what I really want anymore because it's so damn expensive.
Stop it.
Back in my day,
Stop it.
a grilled steak soft taco was like $1 and some change.
True.
Now, if I want a grilled steak soft taco, I have to order a fucking soft taco supreme at the avocado ranch, which they don't even fucking do anymore. Change the meat to steak, which is actually $2 fucking. Now I'm paying goddamn $5 for one fucking taco that I'm gonna eat in 1 minute, and I'm mad about it.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Hey, well at least we still got Cookout. Their price has only gone up $1 from what it used to be.
I haven't even had cookout since my college days.
Listen, I remember back in college, and I'm not what I'm about to say. I don't condone it. It's just what happened. Learn from the mistakes of my immaturity. We would go to the club. We would go get. We would know. We would go get geeked up. We would be on them substances. The substances,
All right.
and we would run over to Cookout. I'd get me a big double burger with ketchup, mustard, cheese, and bacon. I would double up on the beef quesadillas. And then I would order me a side order of the fried white cheddar bite. And I would get me a huge Coca-Cola. And I would sit in the back of my friend's Honda Accord, and I would go to fucking town, and I would be in that bitch happy than a motherfucker, and then I would get back to my apartment. I would go up in there in my room, turn on my little Family Guy, my American Dad, take me a shower. I would get in bed naked and go to sleep. I'd be happy in a motherfucker.
That sounds like a good ass night to me, man.
Only
Some
spend
food, family pie.
look, only spend like $8.38. I want to say is what it was to get all of that. Like $8.57, something like that. It wasn't $9. I want to say the only time I ever spent over $9 in my bite off today that cookout was when I got a milkshake with it, and that was only if my friend had brought some cabbage with him, and we had gotten some cabbage in our system before.
Now you want a milkshake out there.
I wanted a milkshake after the cabbage, yeah, because the cabbage just made me crave milkshakes. Then I had to make sure I got a big ass thing of water, because them fucking milkshakes, man, they make you thirsty. Now I remember I had a fucking 2-liter thing of water that I had been chilling in the refrigerator. And I remember I ate the milkshake, and I went and I grabbed the 2-liter thing of water. I
Damn that hoe.
I didn't take down the whole full 2-gallon, but there was like maybe like that much left at the bottom of the 2-gallon thing. I was like, God almighty. Everybody was looking at me like, damn, nigga, you good? I was like, bro, I was thirsty. That milkshake made me thirsty as hell, bro.
It be like that, bro.
It be like that. It do. Hey man, we need to do another college days episode. Like that would be so much fun.
We just gotta get more people
We
to
do.
talk about things.
We do. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be very selective on the people. I'm gonna be very selective, because there are certain people that hey, we can't be on here telling the story. Like, look, that's why all the groomsmen, all my best men, they only got 45 seconds to talk at the wedding.
45 seconds.
The wedding planner was generous. She was like, "Oh, we asked 2 minutes or less." I said, "Y'all get 45 fucking seconds. Y'all better make that shit quick. Don't y'all get up here and embarrass me, goddammit. Up in here talking about something. Do you remember that time? No, the fuck I don't. Sit down.
No. That comes with getting married. Your friends are gonna tell embarrassing stories about you at your wedding.
No, sir. Listen, specifically Ray. He knows too much.
Oh, Ray will tell it.
Ray knows too much. He cannot and will not. Granted, he was able to navigate it very classily, in my opinion. So I feel like he did a great job. Snoop, I don't know what I expected from Snoop. I'll be honest. He literally was just like, "Hey, what's going on? I'm one of the best men." To Gabby and Justin, hope y'all have a great marriage. Cheers to you guys. I love you both. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Nice and simple.
Hey, man. Look, it's different than what Gabby's dad did.
Yeah.
Bro. And I'm going to tell this story. And before I tell the story, I don't say what I'm about to say in a negative light. I say it because I thought it was humorous. I thought it was very him, truthfully. It was a very him move to do, because he got the same thing as the rest of everybody. Get on the mic, you get 2 minutes, cool. He was like, "Hey, I paid for this. I'm not going to do no 2 minutes." This man gets the microphone, pulled out a speech, unfolds it once, unfolds it twice. Front and back. It's like 4 pages. It's like 4 individual sheets, front and back. Now, granted, there were a lot of like scratched out things that he had scratched out, but this man hand wrote a speech. It was great. It was wonderful. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little sad they didn't record the speeches, because that would have been fun. But one thing I am also glad we got to do was we let one of the Gabby's matron of honor, Kiana, you know her, let
Yeah.
her and Miguel do their first dance because they didn't get a chance to do that. So
I
they
thought
got
that was a nice, sweet touch.
they got a chance to do their first dance at our reception. It was wonderful, and I'm slick mad because we tried to keep them near the dance floor the whole night. Then the moment I go to do it, we can't find Miguel. He went off to the bathroom, and I was like, "You raggedy bitch! We spent the whole night telling y'all to stay near the dance floor."
And they disappeared.
And he just disappears. But
And
honest to
fucking who?
God, the look on Kiana's face when we did that made it worth it.
That was nice. That
Yep.
was so. She did not look like she was expecting that at all. So.
Oh, of course not. Because we quite literally talked about it. I want to say a couple. How long? No. So what happened? One of Gabby's cousins got the chance to do it at one of Gabby's other cousins' wedding. So one of Gabby's cousins got married. The other cousin got a chance to do the first dance at that wedding because they also didn't get a chance to do the first dance. So we talked about it when we started wedding planning, and then we like solidified it right before the wedding with the wedding planner and the DJ and everything. And it was great. It was great. We even knew what their song was because Kiana had told Gabby like just some time back. And the best part, in my opinion, was myself, one of Gabby's cousins, I think Gabby, and like three of the groomsmen, and like some other random people. We were just in the background. You're the best thing I
I
never
remember you
I
were fucking
needed.
sneaky.
Bro, that shit was the funniest. That was the best.
Y'all were living y'all best lives.
We were. It was great. It was. Listen, all that damn alcohol I had that day.
Fair.
Them mimosas, not mimosas, the mojitos. Them watermelon mojitos, them shits were strong.
I wouldn't know. I didn't have one.
I don't know why they kept letting me drink them things before the wedding because I shown up every few minutes. Hey, can I get another one? Yeah, thank you. I was nervous. I was like, give me another one. Then we had like some wine in the bottle in the groomsmen area. Had like wine and stuff, and so we shared the wine. We cracked open the wine and was sharing it. It was the whole thing, man.
We were over there hunting down people. Can we get some more of the sandwiches, please? We're hungry. We're hunting people down every couple minutes. Can we get some more cheese? Can you
Oh
get
yeah,
more of those
no,
crackers?
we were living our best life because we were right underneath where the thing was. So where the reception was, underneath was where the groomsmen suite was. So that's why we were straight. So literally, we would be like, "Hey man, run me another one of them. Run me another one of them. Thank you."
And we just over there dying and starving and shit.
It was
Drinking
so
water.
great. We had a great time. We had also, and I don't completely blame you, but I warned y'all, did I not, to keep Miss Anita away from Gabby.
What,
I warned y'all.
what were we supposed to do?
Get her out, distract her, something.
When? While they were getting dressed?
Yes.
No, that's literally the one time your mom is supposed to help you get in your dress.
Yeah, but then we saw what happened.
Yeah.
So I warned y'all. I tried to warn y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all did the best y'all could, though. I can't even, as much as I'm clowning right now, y'all did do the best that y'all could.
We did. You know, it was her and me and Kiana in there trying to help. And it was her and her sister Christine. And we're just like, we can only do so much. And she's like, just move. We're like, okay, we're just gonna stand over here and relax.
Dog,
Y'all go.
I will say, Gabby ended up telling me she felt bad because my mom was trying to figure out what was going on because because I guess they didn't get the memo. They were supposed to be there early so that way they could be a part of the pictures too as the parents of the groom. So my mom tried to go upstairs. She tried to come upstairs to like be with y'all during all of that to try to help where she could. And she caught Gabby at just like the one wrong moment. And she was like, I don't know. And so my mom was like, I'm gonna just go back downstairs. I'm gonna just.
Yeah.
And she told me later, she was like, I felt so bad because your mom genuinely looked like she was trying to help. And I was just,
It was chaotic.
it was,
Being that time. It was just a little chaos.
I can imagine. I'm still
But,
mad
you
the
know,
photographers wouldn't let me get a first look.
what you mean?
I didn't get a chance to get a first look. We had planned in the wedding planning stuff that we were gonna do a first look, and I didn't get a chance to do that.
Mm.
And I'm sad. I'm sad that I didn't get a chance. Granted, I think having it at the altar made it that much better, in my opinion. Like I think it was because that way, get that genuine. Mm,
I mean, I don't know because we went to his sister's wedding in October. They had a little private first look, even though we were all sitting there peeking through the
of
blinds.
course, y'all were.
We were just like, "Oh, we see him. There she go. There she go. He turned around, peeking through the blinds, and yet he still cried at the altar.
Dang.
Like that man was like full on boo hoo crying. I'm at the end of the bridesmaid line. I could see his tears from there.
Dang. I ain't
Yeah.
Jeremy
gonna lie though.
was bawling, bro. Like you can hit Jeremy out about red, boy. I said, damn, he crying it up right now.
I ain't gonna lie though. I probably would have did the same thing. Even if I would have got a first look, I probably still would have been at the altar talking about the.
Because it's one thing to look, but it's another thing to walk down the aisle like, dang, she coming for me.
Dog. I'm slick. I'm slick. So happy. That's why I know Snoop was an A1 because he done pulled out the handkerchief and was like, "Hey, bro, hold on. We're gonna make it look like you sweating. Just wipe your eyes, bro." Because I was already tearing up, and then it didn't help that Reverend John was like, turn your body. Don't look. Wait till she get to the altar. Don't look." And I was just like, "Bro, you're making the suspense that much more. Stop it." And I'm just sitting here just.
You gotta look. Watch the walk down the aisle.
He wouldn't let me do it. He was like, "Nope." He was like, "Nope." He was like, "You're gonna see her when she get to the aisle." And I was just like, and I go back. I go back and I watch the video, or I did go back and watch the video, and I'm slick mad at everybody who, cause as soon as I turned around, you just hear an audible, "Oh," and I'm just like, "Shut the fuck, all of y'all, shut up."
It's just your face. It just was pulled all the way the hell up.
I was like, "Y'all shut the
fuck." He turned back.
Look, I didn't bent over and tried to cover my face just to happy. Trying to sit there, trying to get all the words out, telling her little brother, like, "Hey, bro, it's fine. I promise I'm gonna take care of your sister. Don't worry, I'm not taking her nowhere. She's still your older sister. You're just gaining an older brother." Ah. Ah. Ah.
I cannot.
Ah.
But it was a sweet. It was a sweet moment.
It was. Nice little memento in time. It's crazy to think we about to be 2 years in October.
Right. That's crazy.
Gang.
I'm flying by.
Time does fly.
We were only 6 months. So, fun fact about all the stuff that we did, we actually, when we first started dating seriously in like early 2020, we set the date for April 2023 to be when we would get married. Like, and this was before I had proposed anything. We were just like, yeah, April 2023. Like, marked in the calendar and everything. We were 6 months off. In fact, because I know it's still in my calendar.
That's funny.
Let's see, 24, 23, April. Yep, April 15th, 2023. Wedding with Gabby.
That's funny.
And then, later in the year, Saturday, October 14th, 2023, actual Wedding with Gabby. Oh, man. Did y'all already have a date set up beforehand, like a tentative date?
I did.
Oh, did you?
I did. Kind of like, oh, this would be like the perfect day. And that I don't think it's gonna happen. And it was not gonna happen.
Make sure
Because
you still
the
mark it in the
I
calendar.
no, it's fine. Because the ideal date, if it could have worked out in a perfect world, which honestly it might still could.
Possibly.
What's the point? Anyway, in the ideal world, I forgot when. But yeah, in the ideal world, our wedding date would have been on our. Well, it would have been the exact date of our 4 year dating anniversary. That would have fell. It would have fell on a Saturday on like a holiday weekend.
Hmm.
So it would have been like a perfect time. I was like, yes, 4 years together. That way, the dating anniversary and the wedding anniversary, same day.
Ugh.
Yes. But it was gonna be a holiday weekend, so everybody would have had the whole weekend to just relax and chill and party.
I guess.
But I don't. But that's not gonna happen.
We'll just wait like another 3 years after that. Then it should circle back around.
But then at that point, we're gonna be hitting like, oh no, it could be 7. No,
Why not?
no. We already the train has already left the station. It's already moving. Things are already in motion. Can't go back now.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, that is what it is.
Yes.
Hmm. I think we have talked out. Talked out all our good stuff. Um, to be honest, this one I've said it in other episodes, but like I really think this one is going to be a lot shorter because as of right now in our recording, we haven't even hit an hour yet. Which means we have time because we said we weren't going to do it last week. We were going to do it this week. We're going to do.
Am I the asshole misled by Kristal?
Awesome. We still love that. Thank you again, special friend of the podcast, Rob.
Yeah.
You're always a wonderful addition to the podcast, and we can't wait until the day we actually get you on the podcast. Well, we can wait a little bit because, to be honest, I'm a little fearful of the things you're going to say. Just 100%, just going to admit that right here, right now. But with that being said, I'm going to turn things over to Miss Kristal. Actually, not Miss Kristal this week. This week it's Ren.
There you go. Ren. Thank you.
Ugh.
This one, I think it's gonna be a thinker.
Is it?
I think from the title, it's a thinker.
Okay.
Here we go. Am I the asshole for refusing to take my low functioning sister out with me and my other sister?
What
Mm.
you said no functioning, so does she have some type of
She's low functioning.
That
cognitively?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, low functioning means like her level of living is well below.
So
I need context.
initial judgments.
I need. I actually. I'm not gonna give judgment. I need context before I can say yes or no. But specifically on the basis of what were they going to do when they left?
Could you repeat the question?
Bro.
I just need to make sure that I'm understanding what you're doing.
Am I the asshole for refusing to take my low functioning sister out with me and my other sister?
No, I mean, I see that as quality time. That one.
They're all sisters.
Oh, they're all.
They're all sisters.
I stand by. It depends on what they were going to do.
I'll stick with Justin. See what happens.
Oh, lames. All right, here we go.
Not you wanted him to be controversial.
Yes. All right, here we go. They said I'll keep this short. I'm 18 with 2 sisters, Missy, 15F, and Macy, 19F. Macy, so she's the older one, is high needs, having a 4 year old's mindset, needing help 24/7. Growing up, I often felt like I was an afterthought, but I get my parents were just dealing with the cards they were given. Missy, who's the younger one, is usually super independent and has started shutting everyone out, kind of like I used to. She's like two different people, outgoing at school, quiet and to herself at home. So I've been trying to take her out more, break the chain as best I can. Now, Missy and I planned this weekend trip to celebrate me snagging my first car. We both saved up, and my parents were totally cool with it. So I let them know, and my mom asked if Macy could join. I shut that down real quick. Macy's not a fan of trips, especially long ones, and the whole point was for me and Missy to have some quality time. My mom agreed reluctantly, but my dad later pulls me aside, saying it's their chance for a night alone, and it's a way for me to show appreciation. That one night wouldn't ruin our lives. Now I'm stuck. I feel super shitty for not wanting to take Macy, but at the same time, how is it fair to me and Missy? I just need some unbiased opinion.
Ah, ah,
Yeah, I told
I'm.
you, man. We here with it. We here with it.
Okay, okay, okay. Not the asshole, but specifically on the basis of the mom agreed, like, okay, all right, yeah, you know what? I see your point. She doesn't do well on trips. She definitely won't do well on a long trip. And this was so that way you and your little sister could spend time together and y'all could have some quality time and bond. Then the dad tried to be like, oh, you know, it's our first night alone. We'll be able to have some time alone. And, oh, this, that, and the third. Y'all ain't got no other family? Like, not to try to, and I know that's gonna sound bad on my part, but like, do y'all not have anybody else that y'all trust to watch her if y'all want a night alone that badly? Because to be kind of fair, the parents are kind of doing to her like they're kind of for a lack of better way of phrasing it or saying it, they're kind of doing to her what she's trying to do with her little sister. Have a week or have a like night away so that way they don't have to deal with the sister, the older sister. And so, truthfully, I'm gonna say not the asshole, especially because her intentions are good. She made it clear to her mom, who agreed that she was doing it for these specific reasons. And the dad, I don't get a good vibe from the dad. It feels like he's trying to like guilt trip or like emotionally manipulate.
Mm, it's difficult to, in those situations when you have someone who is lacking in certain functions. And I get it, everybody wants their time and whatnot, but I would say not the asshole. You know, it's not the sister's fault that she's low functioning. You know,
You're right.
And it's not.
it's just an unfortunate part of her life, and you know, it is what it is.
Right.
Interesting. But we're not done.
Okay.
Oh, is there an update?
There is a there is an update.
Dun dun dun!
Well, I don't know if it's an update, but it's more info.
Okay.
It was an update. A lot of you have asked me the same question, so I'll go ahead and try to answer them. Yes, Macy does have a caregiver all week during the daytime while everyone is at work/school. I also spend time with Macy the same I do with Missy. We watch movies, read books, we color, etc. I definitely will tell them I am not bringing Macy on our trip and is a non negotiable and tell them that maybe I could watch her for a weekend while they do whatever. I guess when he said appreciation, he was referring to going half on my car. I will also tell them that I do not plan to take care of Macy when they get older/pass away. and they need to start looking for somewhere for her to go. Definitely will bring up the years worth of neglect and how sooner or later they will lose both of their daughters. I really appreciate everyone's advice in the comments, and it made me feel less alone. I definitely will be showing them the comments. I'll also do an update post either after the conversation or after our trip, depending how it goes.
Yeah, and that's setting a boundary
It is.
True.
because yes, their sister, but at the same time, they're their own person.
And I will say, um, I feel a little bit more validated now because I felt like it was something to do with the car, which is why you're going to be like, oh, appreciation for me. Like, so yes, he's trying to use that as like a manipulation tactic to try to throw that back in her face to be like, oh well, I went half on your car, so take your older sister. And it's like it's not her responsibility. If anything, ask the caregiver. Like, hey, I know this is very much out of our agreement, out of the contract or whatever. Do you think you could watch her for a night? Like, please.
Yeah.
It's very that simple. And on top of it, she has a compromise where she said, hey, in like maybe a month or two or however long after we get back from this trip, I will absolutely take her for a weekend so y'all can do whatever. So it's like she's trying to compromise. And like James said, absolutely having that boundary. I feel like it only further solidifies my not the asshole. Truthfully.
You want to comment?
I don't know. Right. I'm in agreement with Justin. It's it's not it's not the children's job to be the overall caretakers of each other. I mean, yes, that's a part of their roles, looking out for your family, but it's up to the parents to give that support for them. It shouldn't be, all that responsibility should not be placed on the children. That's a lot of pressure.
Any more comments?
And for the dad to try to throw back the whole thing about the car in her face is kind of a dick move. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Like if anything, he's the asshole in this situation. But I'm curious, what are the comments saying about this situation?
Comments. They're saying. Oh, damn. Stupid phone case. Parents just ain't not the asshole. If your parents like are not alone, then they need to hire someone
Yep.
and then have their time alone. Not the asshole.
Especially because,
Macy is not your child.
especially
And your
because,
dad's being selfish.
and I think especially because we see so many stories of children being parentified to their other siblings, and like, oh, they're being forced to be the parent of the children because their other people like their parents aren't where they can take care of them, or their parents just don't want to take care of them, so they task the most stable child to be in charge of all the other children. And it's like we see so many stories of that. It's a good thing now that we do have one where the child is like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right. And parentified will be the perfect word to describe this situation. And Justin's right. We are seeing more of that. And unfortunately, even with all the resources we have for psychoeducation, um, people still, some parents still do not do their due diligence to um, study what exactly their children have. They just brush it off.
Fair. But all the comments are saying, literally all the comments are saying, not the asshole. Just for like again, not your child. You know, that's not his child.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their job. to take care of take care of her,
You're right.
especially at the mentality of a 4-year-old. So at that point, you're taking a toddler on a girls' trip.
Yep.
Right. And who knows? The sister might have some other issues. She might get easily overstimulated by things.
Right.
Because I mean, she mentioned in the story that like she doesn't do road trips well, and she most definitely wouldn't be able to handle a long one, which I'm assuming is what they're taking. They're going more than an hour away to wherever they're going.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Hmm?
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm pretty much in agreement. I personally I wouldn't do the same. I would not. Like I said, you're taking a toddler on a road, so you're putting her in a situation she's not gonna be comfortable in.
Right.
So you're basically the parents are basically putting their child in a situation. They're making putting everybody in an uncomfortable situation.
Exactly.
Like she doesn't want to take her sister. The sister probably doesn't even want to go because again, she said she's not good on trips.
Yep.
Mm,
It's a mess.
yeah, but wait,
There's more.
but wait.
All right, Billy
There
Mays.
is there is another update.
All right, Billy Mays. You knocking it out the park. This one, I like that.
You said you like updates. I'm giving you two in one.
I love
The
it.
original poll was from almost 2 years ago.
Oh.
This update is from 26 days ago.
Oh.
Oh! Yes,
Yeah,
sir! Yes, sir! I love it.
let's get into
I
it.
love it.
It's an update almost 2 years later. Hey, so I forgot I even made this post until I was going through old screenshots. Life got busy, a lot happened, and I never came back to update. But since the post reached a lot of people and honestly helped me more than I expected, I figured I'd share how things turned out.
So she should be
Yes,
20 now, right? Because she was 18 in the
somewhat.
original post.
Yeah,
Okay, so she should be like 20, 21 now. Cool.
yeah. Yes, Missy and I went on our trip. It was amazing. Just the two of us blasting music, grabbing fast food, staying up late talking, and doing normal sibling stuff without pressure. We both really needed it. I told my parents Macy wasn't coming. They weren't thrilled, especially my dad, but they didn't stop us. When I got home, we had a real conversation. I told them everything, how I felt invisible growing up, how Missy was starting to feel the same way, and how our whole world revolved around Macy. I said I wouldn't be her future caregiver. That was when their tone changed. They said Macy would always be their priority. That told me everything I needed to know. A few days later, I moved out. It wasn't dramatic. We all kind of quietly agreed it was time. I started college early and finally got some space. College has been life changing. I started therapy, which helped me work through guilt and stress which I didn't realize I had. I've made new friends and started figuring out who I am outside of my family. I still go home sometimes. I still love Macy. That was never the issue. I just need to choose myself too. Missy's doing better now. She's more vocal and plans to leave for college soon. My parents and I are civil, but it's different. They started looking into long term care options for Macy, and they know I won't be stepping into that role. Thanks to everyone who read or commented on the original post. You help more than you know. If you're going through something similar, just know you're not selfish. Choosing yourself is okay.
Absolutely wonderful. I love that for her. I love the fact that she was able to grow and become even more. That's just great.
Yeah, everyone grew in the post. She's doing great going off to college. The younger sister's speaking up more. She's gonna be going off to college, you
Yep.
know. Parents are looking into long term care, so everyone's done a little growth in the 2 years. They didn't say too much about Macy,
I mean, there
there's probably
really,
not too much to be happening with her.
really ain't too much to be said about Macy, if we're being honest.
Right. Macy's probably still mentally 4 years old, so I mean,
Yeah, it's going to be a long road for her as far as.
yeah, because 19 with the being mentally 4 is rough.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But I think all of that is a good example of people putting their foot down and advocating for themselves within their families, because that could be difficult.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's her standing on business,
And she
10 toes
was.
down,
As the kids say.
or as the youth says,
Oh, stop it.
stand on it. Bet that.
Oh, stop it.
It's a big bet.
Stop it. But
And that was the ending. Happy little ending.
it was. But with that being said, la di da di da, la da di da, la da di da da. We're gonna wrap things up right here. We're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a spade, a dub, or whatever you want to call it, and end it right there. If you guys would, please do us a huge favor. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. Follow us on all of our social medias, which are linked down below. You can find me everywhere at YoungJB, at underscore YoungJB, at underscore YUNGJAYBEE. You can also find my alter ego Jack Miles everywhere at Sweeper Jack or at Jack Miles 1. Those won't be linked down below. You'll just find them. If you follow my personal page, you'll find Jack Miles. Rin, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Kristal Shan, KRISTALBESHANE. Forgot how to spell my own name for 2 seconds.
I mean, your name is Rin, so how could you not forget to spell
Yeah,
that crazy ass X and E? Stop it!
WRUNNXE.
WRUENNXE. That's terrible.
XE.
I did say XE.
Everything.
I said XE. That is terrible.
Okay, long to the X.
I'm gonna put an X on you. How about that?
Don't worry, I got the paperwork is already being filed for my name next week. It's gonna be great.
I hate it already. I don't even know what it's gonna be,
It's
and I
gonna
already
be-
hate it.
It's my favorite name yet.
You only had, as of next week, 3, so that's not fair.
And it's gonna be my favorite one yet.
Terrible. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to catch you all in the next one. This has been episode 51 of the Drunk Texting Podcast. We will see you next week for episode 52, which means we will have an entire year worth of content and footage that you can watch and listen to and get it all through. But with that being said, please remember, you are loved, you are appreciated, and we are so happy that you joined us right here on this podcast. Have a great one. Love you. Mean it. Bye-bye.
If you or a loved one is struggling with alcohol abuse, dial the National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline at 1-800-662-4357. The National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline provides information on alcohol and drug abuse, local treatment options, and support through hotline counselors who are there to help and speak with you about alcohol, drug, or family problems.